Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Yes, it is I, Karen Deneen, back with another video. And today guys, I'm coming to you with a DIY. But before we get started, I wanted to show you these beauties. Aren't they beautiful? So, if you follow me on Instagram, you saw my post about the cotton stems that my boyfriend found for me all the way in California. Well, I finally got them, but that is not the prize of the day. I have a DIY, and the DIY that I did was this beaded garland. As you know, if you are into farmhouse or ethnic decor, or pretty much any decor actually, you know that the beaded garlands are becoming a big item in home decor. And I thought I would go ahead and kind of spruce this vase up a little bit, even though these beauties did enough. So if you're interested in seeing me make this beaded garland, then stay tuned. Okay, so for this project, you're going to need some natural beads. And I purchased this container from Michael's. It was $8. And unfortunately, because it was a value pack, I wasn't able to use a coupon. In any case, I've already shown you the garland that I made previously. And I used about 50 of these beads already. So just for video's sake, I'm going to show you how I made that garland. Now this is probably one of the easiest DIYs I've ever done. What you're going to need again are natural beads. You can even stain these or paint them in any color that you want. I thought about doing these in kind of an espresso color, and I do have some more beads that I may go ahead and stain those, but for the video I'm just going to use these beads and show you how I made that garland. Again, so you're going to need natural beads. I got this container that comes with several different sizes, and so you have the larger bead here, and I'll sit that there so you can see the difference. And then there is a little bit smaller. Let me see if I can find one. I believe that's the bead that's right next to it. And if I'm not mistaken, there is, and I may have used them all, I'm not sure. That one, I believe, is a tad bit smaller than this one. So yes, there's 3 different sizes, as you can see. And what I want to do is I'm going to use one of the larger sizes and then maybe 2 of the smaller sizes in between the medium sized bead, like that. So that's the first thing you want to do. You want to decide first how you want to arrange your beads on your string. You're also going to need some twine or some jute. I have this black jute and I've had it for years and just decided to use it. And because my color scheme is, of course, black and brown and beige and cream, I decided instead of going with the natural jute to go with the black jute. But you can always use the natural jute as well. I purchased this years ago at, I believe I got this at Hobby Lobby, and I've had this package for more than 3 or 4 years now, to be honest with you. Hobby Lobby or Michael's, and even Walmart carries jute. You're also going to need a pair of scissors because you're going to want to cut your twine or your jute at the length that you would want your bead or your garland to be. And you will also need a hot glue gun. You also want to use a piece of tape or either your glue gun. The reason I say either or is because when you start your threading at the beginning, you want to make sure that the end that you're going to be threading into your bead has been twisted and kind of tighten at the end where it's got a real narrow point. That way it makes it easier for you to bead it through. Because the more you bead your thread through, the more it's going to unravel. So you can opt to put a little glue. You can put a little glue on the tip, wait for it to dry and kind of twist it up, or take a piece of tape, as I'm going to do, and just wrap it around the tip. So let's get started. I don't have a specific length that I want to make this, so I'm just going to thread these and feed these onto the thread until I get to the point where I want to stop. And this is probably, like I said, the easiest DIY out there. What you will want to do if you want to make this fall around the neck of, say, a particular vase or your lamp, then you would stop here, and at that point, what I did, now you can either, now you can opt to tie this off here, and you can easily use this just as it is. Or you can thread, and I'll give you an idea of what I'm talking about. Let me go ahead and cut this. Don't want to make this video too long because, as I said, this is a very easy project and it's not going to take you long at all. So you can, if you chose to, let me just even this out. You could tape this off of what I'm talking about. Okay, so you can take this and thread it through. And actually, I should have taken it through together at the same time. Okay, so you see how I thread that through both ends? Okay, you just bring it down here. And then continue to thread the beads through. You can continue to thread one side here. Okay. And then one side here. So I'm just grabbing a bead because I want you to see how you can see how you can start your, so now you have your two separate rows here. And you just continue to bead on this side, and you will continue to bead on this side. I'm going to take this off because I don't want two rows. I want to make this one length. Okay? So I'm going to continue to thread, and when I get to the end, I'm going to come back, and then I'll show you how to do the tassel. Okay, so now that I have my garland the length that I wanted, I didn't want a really long one because this is one I just want to kind of lay around on my table or drape it over a vase. And I'm going to put 2 tassels on the end, and I'll show you how to do that. Here you want to make sure that you tie off this end to secure your beads. And you don't want this to be really tight because you want it to be flexible. So make sure that you don't tighten your beads or feed them in and make them too close together. So I have my knot here. I'm going to do the same here. Again, you want to make sure that you have that flexibility to bend your beads as much as you like. And there you have it. Okay, now you're going to take some twine and you're going to wrap it around your hand like so. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to wrap it around my palm. I'm going to wrap it. I think I'm going to do this around 10 times. Okay, so you lay the end of your rope here and you wrap. So I did that around 10 times, and now I'm going to just cut that at the end and remove it from my palm. Ooh, I got that on there tight. Okay, so then you want to make sure that you pull them out where they're even, because you want to find the middle point. And once you do that, then you take your scissors and you cut. And that's got wood in it for sure. Okay. So now here is the middle part of my tassel. So next, what I want to do is I'm going to lay this here and I'm going to lay this here on top, and I'm going to wrap this around the bead. So then I'm going to loop it under and tie a knot. I'm sorry I couldn't set up everything, guys, to do this, but I did want to share with you how I made this. And then you want to pull this tight, okay? And so there you have. So this is the string that's threaded through, okay? And so you want to pull it tight. So then next, what you want to do is and what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this string and I'm going to wrap it around to make a little rope around the neck of this. So I'm not going to cut it like this. So you just want to keep wrapping until it looks like this. Okay? And when you've gotten the desired amount wrapped around the neck of it, then you want to glue it down. So And then finally, what you want to do is make sure that you see how these are different lengths. So you want to make them pretty even as best as you can. So I think I'm going to cut it off about right there. And there you have it. Isn't that gorgeous? Now I'm going to do the other end, and when I come back, I'll show you the final result. And there you have it. So I cut the ends and I made the tassels pretty uniform. There was a lot of wood in this jute, so I had to, I plucked out big pieces, which was okay, but I still like it. And like I said, you can drape this on pretty much anything or just use it as a decorative piece. I think what I want to do with this is put this in my office. So stay tuned for that. So here's where I wanted to place this bead, and I absolutely love it. There's so many things you can do with these. And again, you can paint them any color that you want. You can use yarn for your tassel of any color or natural jute or twine. I think this is absolutely beautiful. And I think once I find the perfect little greenery to go in this pot, it's really going to give this beaded garland a pop. So that's it, guys. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Also, if you are not subscribed to my channel, then what are you waiting on? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell so you know the next time that I upload a video. So until next time, guys, bye-bye.